What's going on, you guys? It's Resto, and in today's video we're going to be going over the 20 Twink Fire Mage. As per usual, we're going to keep this video short and sweet and to the point. Just like all the other guides, we're going to keep these guides tailored to wargaming. It's just not worth promoting retail in its current state at the moment, with it being a current one-shot fest. However, if you're still into that degenerate behavior, don't worry, stand by. I will include pug information. When talking about the stat priority on the Fire Mage, you're looking at versatility and crit with a sprinkle of haste. This is just to help with the cast time, so you're not just casting meatballs all the time. When it comes to the gear, this is exactly what I wore when it came to the gameplay. Obviously, with the current rules, the enchants are no longer a thing. It is now stamina enchants due to the recent buffs that Fire Mage received. If you're looking at a pug scene, this is still the same gear that I would run. I would just replace the gems that I have now with intellect gems and a little bit of Shadowland gems for mobility and health regen. When on the topic of gems, if you're looking at the war games, you're looking at the Radiant Eye of Zul for the crit versatility gems, and then you're looking at the Shattered Eye of Zul for the haste versatility gems to help with your haste. If you're looking at pugs, you're looking at the Brilliant Hornet Ruby. This is going to help with the intellect, and then obviously your Shadowland gems I would spec purely into a critical strike. You just want to amp up your crit as much as possible, try to go for the one shot, and you guys should be golden from there. When it comes to the talents, this is what I currently run. Obviously I would run Firestarter if it came to the pug scene, but that is currently banned due to the overpowered mechanics behind it, so you're going to go into Pyrotechnics instead. As far as the professions go, you're looking at a few different ones, one being leatherworking for the leg enchant, inscription for the shoulder enchant, and engineering for the goggles. Obviously you can't have three professions at one time, so you need to coordinate how you're going to manage this. What I would do is start with getting the pants, put on leatherworking, attach the enchant, drop leatherworking, pick up inscription, and pick up engineering, because you're going to need to hold those two in order to have the shoulder enchant and have the piece on your head. When discussing the playstyle of the Fire Mage, it's pretty fast paced, but at 20 it is a little bit slowed down due to the lack of spells and not a lot of mobility when casting. So with that being said, the basic rotation is just casting Fireball consistently to get your hot streaks, dumping it into a Fire Blast, into a Pyroblast, and then utilizing your Phoenix Flames to continue that rotation of Pyroblast. I would utilize your Frostbolt as well if you need to get some slows out, or just to keep your enemy within range, so that way you can get a good solid rotation off with a lot of your instant casts. What's nice about the Fire Mage is the ability to have the instant cast and the instant cast that actually do damage. So you don't have to necessarily line up Fire Blast or Phoenix Flames just for the rotation of Fireball. You can also utilize these spells if you just need to do an execute on somebody, or let alone a rogue that is in the open and you're trying to keep them in combat. Take note, damage isn't the only thing that is responsible of you as a mage. You have to understand you are playing a very oppressive class. You have a lot of CC that can shut down an enemy team, with that being poly on a healer or just an overextended enemy player, and then you also have counterspell to stop any cast. Be sure to click these spells because it will help you in the long run, let alone your team. Fire Mage is one of the underrated classes, but if played properly and objectively, you can be a powerhouse on the battlefield. But with that being said, that is the basics of the Fire Mage, so I am going to go ahead and wrap up the video here. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you really liked it, give it a favorite. Commenting is free, as well as subscribing. It's been Resto, guys. See you guys next time.
I'm reading her again.
He's dead. Alright, go on cute, go on cute, go on cute. Full CC, full CC.
I pulled two.